Hey everyone, Julian Marchese here. It's been a while since I've last made a video, so today I thought that I'd give you guys a little update on what's been happening with me over the past couple of months, and also give you guys sort of a heads up as to what you guys can expect from me in the future. As you guys know, I've started a Twitter account at Julian Marchese, and basically on my Twitter account, I have been and will continue to uh, give you guys updates on my positions in the market and my thoughts on the markets, what's happening in the markets today. I also go over a little about what I expect to occur over the coming weeks to months in both the markets and the economy. It's a good way to connect with people and share ideas, discuss potential trading opportunities in the future with all my viewers and people who want to follow. So once again, follow me at Julian Marchese for constant updates on my positions and basically my thoughts on the markets and the economy. Another thing I've set up is julianmarchese.blogspot.ca, which is a blog that I've started up. I've done a few blogs in the past. However, I never really had the time to constantly update them. And now that I've began homeschooling in February, I have lots of time to spend on the markets and writing out my thoughts and analysis. And so this new blog, which I'm going to call Global Macro Trading with Julian Marchese, hopefully every day and hopefully even more than that, I'll be giving you guys updates on what I think about the general economy, the global economy, financial markets that are obviously related to the economy, and basically my expectations and projections. It's obviously going to be less updated than my Twitter account, but it's going to be a lot more in-depth analysis and it's going to be a lot of information. And it's basically going to be kind of like a journal for me, as I like to write out my thoughts about what I expect to occur in the next, whatever the time frame may be. And writing it out allows me to understand it fully. I also want to kind of turn it into a type of networking with other traders. Hopefully, I'm looking for my blog to grow to the point where, there's constant feedback in the comments, and hopefully the blog will grow to a point where other traders and other commentators contribute to the blog itself. Now, you may be wondering why it's called Global Macro Trading with Julian Marchese. If you've seen my other videos and other writings about me, you'll know that I'm known for being more of a short-term day trader who trades mostly off of technical analysis. However, I've moved into more of a shorter term to medium term strategy called Global Macro. And basically, Global Macro is a hedge fund strategy in which where you create an idea or a projection of where you think the economy will be over the next, say, month or year, and basically you trade around that. So it kind of incorporates both the technical shorter term trading that I started out with and brings in a completely new dynamic, which is economic analysis. And basically it brings in that idea that you find out why markets are really moving. A lot of traders, a lot of short-term traders, they base their trading decisions just on charting. I basically used to do it in the past too, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when you incorporate economic analysis into it as well, you kind of understand why there are double tops, for example. You can understand why those are occurring in the market. Why is money flowing out of commodities right now and going into equity, et cetera, et cetera. And that's what global macro trading allows you to do. Global macro trading also, in theory, is more of a contrarian approach, which allows you to find better reward to risk opportunities. Typically, the best reward to, typically, once again, the best reward to risk trades are counter trends for the fact that when the market is for example, dropping down and down, to buy it, you know that the market has already come down a lot, and therefore typically you'll have less risk for potential reversal. So a lot of my trading, especially with the global macro strategy, is based upon reward to risk, as it has been in my previous videos. Auction market theory, for example, is also an integral part to my trading from the technical side. But it all comes down to basically what your reward to risk is. You know, you can know everything that's going on with the economy right now, and you could be the best technical and charting guy, but if you don't know how to manage your risk and your reward for that matter, you will lose over time. So it all comes down to your reward to risk, and global macro trading incorporates that as well. I also want to mention that my shorter term trading history has been an integral part to moving to more of a global macro trading strategy. And the reason I say that is, in the end, when you make a trade, you are basing it upon the structure of the market. For example, you can have the most bearish view over the next year economy-wise. You could say the European economy is going to continue to deteriorate, that the European debt situation will explode, China will go back into a continuing slowdown, we won't see a reversal in China GDP, etc., etc. But if the market is going up and it's showing strength, you still have to go with the market. And so that's what trading in a short time frame has basically taught me. No matter what you think, the market is still always right, and you still have to trade the market. So a lot of the way I kind of describe how I make money with a global macro is basically I have a 1 year, for example, view on where the economy and the market's going to be. However, I will trade around the markets in that 1 year based upon what the markets are doing. However, in the back of my mind, I will always have that view in play, and what basically will make the trading year, for example, what will make the most money is when your view comes to fruition. Basically, even if the market isn't doing what you're expecting it should be doing for 6 months in the year, that doesn't necessarily mean you're losing money. So even if your view on the economy doesn't come to fruition, you should still be making money by trading off of the many different global markets and the many different structural patterns that the market shows. For example, right now, what do we have in the market? For example, in the U.S. equity market, we've been seeing lackluster economic reports, and yet the S&P 500 is holding up versus many different equity markets around the globe. You know, we've had the European debt risk right now. We've got the Chinese slowdown that is potentially reversing right now, and yet the S&P 500 is still holding up, even with U.S. economic reports being poor. And the real reason for that is just the U.S. looks better than anyone else right now in the world. The U.S. just appears to be the strongest player in the world right now and the safest place to put their money. With such a low interest rate environment, people have to put their money into riskier assets. They don't want to put it in Europe. They don't want to put it in Asia yet. But the only real safest place right now to put it is into the U.S. equity market. So, you know, that's just an example of just because your view on the economy may be correct, that doesn't necessarily mean markets will correct to what you believe they should. So, in other words, you still got to trade the market for what it's giving you. If you're seeing the market holding up even with the economy proving it wrong, that doesn't necessarily mean that you shouldn't be trading the market and not the economy itself. So in summary, subscribe to my blog, julianmarchese.blogspot.ca, and also follow at julianmarchese on Twitter. You guys will get all my updates. I post all my positions every day and any changes I make to my positions. I think everyone will benefit, and I'd love to have more of a network on my blog and even on Twitter so I can connect with you guys and, you know, share ideas basically. So thank you for watching this video. This is Julian Marchese signing off.